Business buying strategies. Navigating the complexities of buying a business can be a daunting task, but with the right strategies, the process can be streamlined and advantageous for both the buyer and seller. This comprehensive guide explores a range of pre-closing and post-closing strategies that can help you maximize the value of your business acquisition. By Mr. Lewis. Pre-closing strategies. Asset carve-outs. Specific assets listed by the seller that are not essential to the business can be excluded from the sale, effectively reducing the purchase price. This can be particularly useful for assets that the buyer does not need or want. Temporal milestone earn-in. This involves the buyer earning equity over a defined period of time spent working on the deal. This period could be a month, a quarter, or a year, allowing for gradual investment and involvement. 123. Instant earn-in. This involves equity being immediately granted upon closing the deal. The best scenario for the buyer is to earn it immediately, but fallback positions involve sequential earn-ins, e.g., steps 3 and 8. More pre-closing strategies. Event milestone earn-in. Equity is granted when specific predefined events occur. Unlike performance-based milestones, these events are concrete occurrences or achievements not necessarily tied to performance metrics. Performance segment earn-in. Equity is awarded based on achieving performance criteria within a specific segment of the business. This ties the earn into measurable performance outcomes in designated areas. Revenue segment earn-in. This strategy awards equity based on achieving revenue goals within a specific segment of the business. It incentivizes the buyer to focus on revenue growth in particular areas. Even more pre-closing strategies. One profit segment earn-in. Similar to the revenue segment earn-in, but focuses on achieving profit goals within a specific segment of the business. The emphasis here is on profitability rather than just revenue. 3 profit company-wide milestone earn-in. This involves awarding equity based on achieving profit goals for the entire business, ensuring that the buyer's incentives are aligned with overall profitability. 2 revenue company-wide milestone earn-in. Equity is awarded for achieving company-wide revenue goals. This broadens the focus from individual segments to the overall revenue performance of the entire business. 4 sweat equity. Equity is earned based on the buyer's work and effort, rather than financial investment. This is often used in situations where the buyer is contributing labor, expertise, or other non-monetary value. Post-closing strategies. Third-party revenue share pre-sale. Similar to pre-sale tests but involves running a promotion where profits are shared with a third party. The seller benefits from profits pre-tax, adding value before the final sale. FMV plus fee-based consigned non-inventory, non-essential assets. Similar to the above, but includes a fee for conducting the sale. The seller receives the consigned asset proceeds minus a fee. Fair market value, FMV, based 100% consigned non-inventory, non-essential assets. After closing, certain non-essential assets are consigned and sold at fair market value. Proceeds go to the seller as pre-tax dollars. Fixed value based 100% consigned non-inventory. Post-closing, non-essential assets are sold at a pre-agreed fixed price. The seller receives this fixed amount regardless of the final sale price. More post-closing strategies. Lease option on total business. The buyer leases the business with an option to purchase at a pre-agreed price, either during or at the end of the lease term. This allows the buyer to test the business before committing to a full purchase. Business purchases. This involves buying a business outright, with terms and conditions agreed upon during the negotiation. Sell plus buyback option. The business is sold with an option for the seller to buy it back later at a pre-agreed price. This can be useful for sellers wanting an eventual return. Sell plus stock back plus call option. The business is sold, and the seller retains some stock with the call option. This allows the seller to buy back the stock at a later date. Even more post-closing strategies. 123. Earnout. Part of the purchase price is contingent on the business achieving specific performance goals post-sale. This aligns the seller's interests with the ongoing success of the business. Self-liquidation installments. The purchase price is paid in installments over time, often funded by the business's earnings, effectively allowing the business to self-liquidate the purchase price. Debt service coverage ratio, DSCR earnout. Earnout payments are made based on the business achieving specific DSCR targets, ensuring the business generates enough cash flow to service its debt. Final post-closing strategies. Similar to earnouts, these rights provide additional payments to the seller if certain performance milestones are achieved post-sale. Part of the purchase price is deferred and paid at a later date, often contingent on the business meeting specific conditions or milestones. The buyer provides a promissory note to the seller, promising to pay the remaining purchase price over a set period, usually with interest. The seller provides financing to the buyer to cover part of the purchase price, often with favorable terms to facilitate the sale. Contingent value rights, CVR. Deferred consideration. Promissory note. Seller financing.